हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू स्मार्ट फ्यूचर पॉइंट ऑनलाइन ट्यूटोरियल क्लासेस। हमारे चैनल पर आपको 9 to 12 की क्लासेस, इंजीनियरिंग कोचिंग क्लासेस एंड एंट्रेंस एग्जाम की कोचिंग क्लासेस फ्री में मिल जाएगी, जो कि आप आसानी से कर सकते हैं। एंड हमारे चैनल पर आपको कंप्यूटर कोर्स भी अवेलेबल है, जो कि आप कर सकते हैं। एंड हमारे चैनल को लाइक कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। थैंक यू।
So we have studied addition of a complex number, multiplication, subtraction and division. Now I am going to give you some new concept known as conjugate. Conjugate of a complex number means how to find a complex conjugate of a complex number. This is very easy. If z is a plus iota b, then complex number is nothing but conjugate of a complex number is nothing but just change the sign of in front of iota. This is represented by z bar. Fine. This is known as the conjugate of a complex number. Fine. Now if I say z is equal to 2 plus 3 iota, what is its conjugate? This is nothing but 2 minus 3 iota. Fine. Now if I say what will be the z into z bar, it means you have to multiply a complex number by its conjugate. Let's see what will happen. This is 2 plus 3 iota. This is 2 minus 3 iota. If we multiply them, we know we're getting 4. We will get plus 6 iota. We will get minus 6 iota. Fine. We will get minus 9 iota square. Fine. We will get minus iota square. This will be cancelled out. Fine. It means multiplication of a complex number by its conjugate give only real. Now I am going to do some questions based on the concepts we have studied till now. What are they? They can be either in the general form of a complex number a plus iota b. Fine. They can be addition, they can be subtraction, they can be multiplication, they can be division or rationalization or the conjugate form. Fine. Then I am going to write some questions here. Then you have to do it yourself and I will give you the solution after that. Fine. Fine. So I have taken these 5 questions and I am going to give you the solutions of all of this one by one. Fine, you can try it in yourself and again match your answers with the solutions. I am going to give answers on this part. Fine. Now let's start from the bottom. What is this? This is iota is to power 1 plus iota is to power n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3. Fine. We have to solve this. I have given you the idea about how to solve this type of questions. How can we solve? We take the minimum common power as a common. What is minimum power? Iota is to power 1. Then this will become 1. N plus 1. This will become 1. This will become iota square. This will become iota to power 3. This is iota is to power 1. 1 iota plus iota. Iota square is nothing but minus 1. Iota cube is minus iota. This will be cancelled out. Answer will be 0. Fine. I hope you have got the correct answer. Now I am going to solve the fourth one. How to solve for this is iota is to power 19. I have taught you how to solve. Just divide this by 4 and take remainder as the power. If we divide 19 by 4, 4 5 is 20, but 4 4 is 16. So iota is to power 3. 1 upon iota is to power 25. 25 just divide by 4, we will get iota is to power 1. And this is whole power 1. We know iota cube is nothing but minus iota plus 1 by iota whole square. If we take LCM, this is iota, this is minus iota square, this is 1 whole square. Fine. Iota square is minus 1, minus is always, this is 2 by iota whole square. Fine. Iota square is minus 1, so answer will become minus 4. Now, third is find the real numbers x and y. X and y are the real numbers. If this value is conjugate of minus 6 minus 24i, it means the given value is the conjugate of this. Fine. So what we'll say x minus iota y into 3 plus 5 is the conjugate of minus 6 minus 24i. And how do we find the conjugate? Just reverse the sign. Fine. If we solve it out, we will get 3x plus 5x iota minus 3i iota minus 5y iota square. This will become plus. And this is minus 6 plus 24. Fine. What are the real parts? This is nothing but 3x plus 5. Fine. If you take iota as a common, this will become 5x minus 3y. Right? This is minus 6 plus 24. And what I have done, I have just multiplied this and rearranged both parts, real parts and imaginary parts. Now both are the same. Two complex number will be same if they are real parts or imaginary parts equal. So what we will do just compare the real parts with this and imaginary part with this. If we compare, then we get 3x plus 5y as a minus 6 and 5x minus 3y is 24. Fine. We have to now just solve this equation to get the answer. How can we solve? We all have studied in class 10. Just multiply this with 5 and multiply this with 3. Fine. We will get 15x plus 25y is equal to minus 30. 15x minus 9y minus only 72. If we minus both of them, minus plus minus, this will get cancelled off. If we add, it will become 34y is nothing but minus 102. We get y as minus 102 by 34. If you multiply with 3, we are getting y as minus 3. If you are getting y as a minus 3, put this and we will get the answer. This is 3x, 5, y as a minus 3, this is minus 30, 3x minus 15, minus 30, 3x minus 15, x will be minus 5. It means we are getting x as a minus 5, y as a minus 3 if this number is conjugate of minus 6 minus 24 I. Fine. Just see the steps and match your answer. I hope all of you have got the correct. Now move on to the next question. This question is e plus iota whole square divided by 2a minus iota is equal to p plus iota. We have to find p square plus q square. Fine. So in this type of question, we do nothing. We have to find the p square plus q square, and we know that q is as an imaginary part of this real number, and we have to get the square of both of them. So just take the conjugate of this number and multiply this, we will get this. Fine. How? You have to just multiply this by taking the conjugate. It means how we solve? We have p plus q how to take conjugate, taking conjugate on both the sides. Fine. If we take conjugate on both the sides, it was 1. I think it was 1. This is not iota, this is your 1. Fine. The conjugate will be this. If you multiply the equation 1 with 2, we will get p plus fine. How to solve this? This is not a square. How to solve this? A plus 1 is to power 4. This will be nothing but a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. This will be 4 square plus iota square minus 1, minus is already present there. This will become 4 square, and this is nothing but p square plus q square. It means to find p square and q square, we will take conjugate of this number, complex number, and multiply its with its conjugate itself. Fine. Now, for first question, is given. Find theta. We have to find the value of theta if this whole given number is purely real. What is purely real? Purely real means if we represent this data as a plus iota b, then b should be 0. It means b should be 0. Imaginary part should be 0. So let's represent first this in the form of a plus iota b. How to represent? Just rationalize this. Fine. Just open it. If you open it, this will become 3. This will become 6 iota sine theta plus 2 iota sine theta plus 4 iota square sine square theta. divided by, if we solve this is a plus b, a minus b, this is a square minus 4 sine square theta 1 minus 4 square, this will become 4 sine square theta. Fine. So what are the real parts are 3 minus 4 sine square theta plus iota 8 sine theta, and we can write it as 1 plus 4 sine square theta divided by 1 plus 4 sine square theta. Fine. So, according to question, this form is purely real. Purely real means now we have represented this as a plus iota b. Fine. It means purely real means imaginary part should be 0. Imaginary part should be 0. And how can we present this as a 0? So, this part should be 0. It means 8 sine theta divided by 1 plus 4 sine square theta should be 0. We will get sine theta as 0, and we know sine theta is 0 for all n pi, where n is an integer. It means value of theta should be 1 pi. 1 pi means either n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. So there is no specific value. It can have infinite values of theta for this to be purely real. And for general form, we can write it theta should be in the form of n pi. Fine. This equation is from the trigonometry. So till now we have studied how to add two complex numbers, how to subtract, how to multiply, how to divide, how to take conjugate. Fine. Now I am going to sum this up here, and in the next section we will study about what is modulus of a complex number, how to represent a complex number in the polar form. These are two very important topics I will take or cover in your next classes. Till then, revise it all, do NCERT questions for practice. Fine. Thanks.
Smart Future Point online tutorial. Visit on www.smartfuturepoint.com and contact us on 9210767600 and second number 999